All right, man, let's talk about apparently it's a report going out there saying that the Pistons offered Phoenix Suns ex-head coach Monty Williams a bunch of money. He declined and said that he only really, want to coach contending teams. Rumor is Doc Rivers, Nick Nurse, and two other guys, I don't know. One is the associate head coach for the Suns, and then somebody else from Sacramento are the finalists for his old job in Phoenix. They saying for the most part that Monty Williams might sit out a year and do a gap year, and because the Suns still owe him $21 million. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. So me kind of looking at it, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't really think he should be fired, but I mean, who would want to be a professional coach anyway? I guess if you look at it, because you got to go to the NCAA route, you got a lot to compete with in recruiting. You got a lot of shady ass programs. So I guess you want to deal with a grown man, and without the thousands of laws that the NCAA or thousands of rules that they implement, it's probably over 1,000. And worry about getting sanctioned and being responsible for a bunch of coaches and players and what they do, and you the face of it, and somebody get a tattoo or take some money, or somebody make a violation and fall on you. Everybody don't really want that responsibility, right? So I can see why you would want to be an NBA coach, but they owe him $21 million, so I'm pretty sure he ain't really, tripping for money. But he said he only wanted to mess with contenders. So they offered a lot of money. That was the guy that they wanted to go after, and he like, shit, they still owe me $21 million. I'm gonna go sit at home, get this $21 million and be good. So, it is what it is. I think that's gonna be a preview of how teams view them in free agency. I say it again. I think that's gonna be a preview of how, the players, view them in free agency, and that's kind of what it's gonna be. It's kind of gonna be like, that's what it's gonna be, to be honest. They're gonna probably get some mid-tier guy, give them big time money just to come to Detroit, and you gotta think about it. What's the best free agent to ever come to Detroit? The biggest name? I can't think of too many just off top. You gotta think about it. I think they traded for Danley, they traded for Mark Aguirre, they traded for Bill Laimbeer, they drafted Joe and Isaiah and Dennis and John Sally. Traded for Rick Mahorn, drafted Grant Hill, traded for Jerry Stackhouse, traded for Rip Hamilton. You catch the vibe, so it is what it is. But it ain't never really been a hotbed for free agency, and most small market teams ain't, regardless. But he ain't want to come here. He wanted to be part of a contender, didn't think we was going to be winners. So be it. A lot of people say F him or whatever. Hey, man, if a female don't want to talk to you for whatever reason, and she going to talk to somebody you think that's lesser than you or whatever, you got less than you, it is what it is. You let like I tell these men all the time and tell these women, let people have their preferences. Love it. Somebody want to go on the internet and say, well, I prefer sesame seed crust over garlic parm. So what? Who cares? I prefer a BMW over Chevy. So what? Who cares? Your preferences. I'm not going to get in a debate with you. I'm not in the business of changing nobody's mind, and I'm not trying to prove people wrong or right, because guess what? A lot of people today don't want to admit when they right or wrong. That's why I say I don't engage in back and forth on YouTube. For what? If a motherfucker worry about me and I ain't worried about you, you worry about me, give a fuck? For what? We grown men, we worried about it, and we getting hurt feelings over somebody else's opinion, or grown women as well. Bro, you got a lot of growing to do. Shit, who cares? Move on. But Well, yeah, I ain't mad. That's his preference. He don't want to coach here. Don't think it's contenders. He right. We ain't contenders. There's a lot to be solved. A lot got to go right for the Pistons to get it right. So they offer him a lot of money. Now I don't know if they offer other people a lot of money, or they just really like Monty Williams. Did they approach Doc? Well, Doc Rivers 62. Monty only 51. So Monty could have a run with a young Piston team and then have a couple more runs in the NBA if he wanted to. I don't know about Nick Nurse. You know, one guy, I might do a video on this in the coming days. I don't know if tomorrow. I got 2 videos of mine tomorrow. But one guy that probably needs to be considered, and ain't nobody gonna like it, but it's a means to an end. But, and I'm not, they really would have to get more shooting with this guy, right? Mike D'Antoni, I said it before. It'd be interesting to see D'Antoni, you know, see what he can cook up with Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Obviously, you know you won't win a championship with that style. But if you kind of can, he's an old man too, but if you kind of can get him to kind of, you know, adjust some of his flaws, which he ain't, he old, it'd be interesting. But yeah, Monty not want to coach here. Shit, he feel like, dude, I put enough work in this league to, you know, to be a contender, you know, to coach a contender. I mean, cool. And too much of those glory jobs going around right now. Is he gonna get a job in Milwaukee? You know, I don't think so. You know, could he get a job in Boston? I mean, I guess so. It could happen, but he feel like he put enough work in his league, and you know, to get a better job. So I guess he don't look at what the Pistons got as good enough, and I mean, you can't blame him. You know, and it sounded like Tom Gores went out his way and wanted to get Monty Williams. That's what it sounded like to me. He said, "Well, I don't want these 3 finalists that you didn't pick. I want to go spend a bunch of money and get a known commodity." And maybe Troy Weaver's like, "Yeah, okay, I like Monty Williams, and that can work." And that ain't work. But him being willing to pony up that money is interesting. Very interesting. So, but I ain't mad at Monty. I ain't gonna say F him or nothing like that or all this shit. I mean, he got his preference, so you can't knock it. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Also in the link tree, you can find that. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, and Anchor. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.